Welcome back to another Trash Bowl game, European Last 16. We have Phoebe versus Lemonade, and this is promising to be a pretty good matchup. Phoebe has her Control Warrior band, while Lemonade does not have access to his Highlander Hunter, and we're seeing the early Tempo Rogue versus the Combo Priest here. Lemonade coming in with the Tempo Rogue, Phoebe with the Combo Priest. And that's going to be an interesting game for sure. Both these players are pretty good, and they have a pretty stacked lineup. So I'm expecting a tight competition.
Both also having very reasonable starting hands. So
that is for sure.
Pharaoh Cat probably coming down right now.
That injured Blade Master is really, really good.
Yeah, and if that Light Warden hadn't died, Beaming Sidekick would have been the play. Yeah. Maybe you now play another Light Warden and Beaming Sidekick.
I think that's what you do, yeah.
Because
it seems to play. Why wouldn't you? You have the Blade Master right after. You have Psycho Pump.
There's only the tempo play. If you're trying to actually win OTK wise, then you would not want to quote unquote waste the Sidekick.
Yeah.
But I think that's reasonable.
Gotta play a Scimitar that's very good for clearing boards.
Especially
port card.
Yeah, especially facing a class that, as you can clearly see on the screen right now, has Sap.
Yeah.
You might not want to try going for the whole one-hit kill strategy. You might want to rather get your tempo out of your combo-based cards.
I'm going to tell you right now, Lemonade is going to hold on to that Sap for the right moment. And that's going to be the key to it, one of the keys to his victory in this game.
Yeah, that's kind of...
Yeah, he's going to be using some of his face here to put the board down, which makes a total sense.
It seems almost counterintuitive to not make the tempo plays with your Tempo Rogue when it comes to Sap, but of course that's how you're going to win the game.
Yeah, Blade Master is one of the more important games to one of the more important means to get rid of. Psycho Pump rolling for Blade Master, and it's
Light Warden isn't that bad.
Light Warden is okay. Blade Master is obviously the higher. Light Warden is fine though.
But Light Warden could potentially grow faster right now than...
Probably Deadly Poison to combo the
Deadly
Miscreant.
Poison hit SI7 would also work to kill off the Light Warden once
makes sense, yeah. You also Miscreant. Both are possible.
Yeah, I'm just saying, if you're the rogue, how concerned are you right now with the Light Warden, and do you want to do something about it?
Not very concerned. Seems he's gonna go for that though. He's gonna leave Light Warden alive, the Reborn version. And I think it's okay because you have a board contention. You have a weapon.
I almost want to say keeping the Reborn version alive is worse than keeping it alive fully.
Because it can heal it itself.
Because you potentially get more attack out of it, but also he knows he can kill it next turn, so it's not a big deal.
So he's not worrying about it basically, which is fine. Makes sense.
Right now it seems like it's paying off because Phoebe right now has nothing.
Yeah, the Inner Fire is not good. This is not a good hand. So you have to heal and play like Sidekick, but that's not exactly the turn you want to make here.
Yeah, and then you still get it killed next turn.
Yeah.
Like, almost guaranteed, because even Face and SI7 is a little awkward, but it's very much doable.
You also have Eviscerate if you want it.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying, like, from Phoebe's standpoint,
yes.
No matter...
So yeah, you need to draw power here. So you have a Silence and an Inner Fire. If you don't draw a power card next turn, you might get ran over.
Yeah.
That's true. Beverage. Proud sponsor of the Trash Bowl. Beverage. Waggle Pig drawn. That's more power off from the hand.
You might consider at this point actually just playing the Waggle Pig to kill a Light Warden.
You might.
Because you don't really have a good way to set up the Evis.
We have Miscreant, but you don't really want that to go with that combo.
So you might be happy just playing the Waggle Pig, losing that 3-1 dagger in the process, and just keeping the board clean, or you probably don't even worry about the sidekick.
How about this trade SI7 into the 1-2? No, actually hit face with the 1-2, then play your Waggle Pig, hit SI7 face and just wait. You'll still kill it next turn. Light Warden right now isn't killing you.
Yeah,
set up your Waggle Pig, so the turn after you can like Evis and Miscreant and Waggle Pig the Miscreant, pick up all sorts of lackeys.
I probably would just go face with the SI7 and kill the Light Warden with the Waggle Pig.
He's gonna use Eviscerate for it.
That isn't the worst thing to do.
That's sensible line. He knows that there's not a lot of power in Phoebe's hand. It makes sense.
I disagree with the trade though.
With what trade?
The beaming sidekick. That wasn't necessary. That didn't do anything for the priest.
Well, but you don't want to allow like a target for extra arms unnecessarily right now.
Well, yeah, but you're also trying to push damage. You are a somewhat aggressive deck.
I think I agree with it. I definitely think I agree with it. You don't want the priest to find any footing there. So that seemed like the play that I would have made for sure. Also,
I guess that shows the difference between someone who's mostly been playing control and someone who's mostly been playing aggro lately.
I guess. But that's why you would lose these types of games sometimes, maybe.
Well, knowing the hands, that definitely wasn't anything to be concerned about. Now, trading into the Pyro is a whole different story.
That's a different story. So do you want to waggle pick here?
No, it might just be Cartoot and just take the trade with the SS7. You might also waggle pick, hit the face with that, and hit face with Evil Miscreant, knowing you can pick it up next turn. Actually, yeah, probably waggle pick. Because you really want that Miscreant combo to go off.
Yeah.
But I would probably still trade off the SS7.
Maybe.
Because you want to pick the Miscreant more likely than you want the SS7.
You might want to pick a Leroy too.
Right.
In a couple of turns.
But in that case, you'd still want to have a very slim board to maximize.
Yeah. So he's going to go face with the pick here, trade on the board. And
that's exactly what I would have done, yeah.
Saying you don't have anything to contest the board right now, I'll just develop. And that's a Northshire Cleric, and that's really not what you want. So very, very bad rise.
Also, another reason to trade off the SS7.
It could be healed.
It can just be a draw for your opponent.
Could have just been healed, yeah.
It's not. That's probably not the reason why I would have done it, because that's too slim of a thought. But
so Lemonade for sure now looking at a way to deal some damage this upcoming turn, because he hasn't seen anything coming up. If you drop the Cleric, you're just sacrificing it.
Yeah, if the priest had a way to deal with the Miscreant right now, you would have guaranteed 16 damage.
Yeah.
That's a lot. I'm not sure, does he run Shadow Step in his list?
I can look that up.
Because that would also be huge. Oh, Evis.
Eviscerate is very good, obviously.
You right now have a 50-50 at dealing 21 damage this turn, if you want to take it.
That's true.
Granted, you probably don't, but...
no Shadow Step in his deck.
It's not that popular of a choice.
Not these days anymore, no.
Makes sense. But for the Leroy especially, it can be huge. The question right now is, do you Leroy and then hit with a pick, hoping to pick up Leroy again? So, just keeping him on your hand for the second time.
I don't think so. I don't think so, actually. Because you don't... Why even give him the whelps? I agree with the plays. Okay, he should have hit first, obviously, with his miscreant. That was a small misplay there.
He did.
So, he did? No, he did not. Did he?
He did.
He did?
It's in the
history. Okay, maybe I didn't look at that part.
The problem is it becomes clean the moment the pick attack happens because of...
So then I agree with the play for sure. Because why not? You're going safe. And
no, it does make sense. I'm just saying...
There's another Cleric.
Trying to push damage is always maybe a thought.
Yeah.
But of course, playing it safe here makes more sense.
So that's very poor drawing right now. And there's just it feels bad, man.
The
Because
value
what do you do?
silence.
Yeah. But you're sacrificing your second Cleric. I don't think that's a play.
Why.
I don't think that's a good play. So if you're Phoebe right there, that's not a good play, because that's your out. That's your way to get into the game.
Keep it in hand and wait till you can make draws.
You can't just sack it. Yeah, he's going to take that off right away. He's going to snap it off the board, because that's...
I guess the thought is to preserve 3 health.
Well, yeah, but you can't really think that way.
That's not that much.
You can't really think that way. So that play can't be right.
I can totally see why he wants to play Leroy right now. Because he can trade off one of the whelps and then get the Miscreant trigger. But no. He might do it next turn when he has the dagger as well, and can play one of the...
See, if he knows there's inner fire, then he does it. There's double inner fire. I can't believe it. Oh my god. That might be some of the poorest draws I've ever seen. Wow. And now you definitely want to play your Leroy.
Yeah.
Because at this point it would have just been a threat that can't be dealt with and would just be winning.
See, now you probably just play Zodiac's Miscreant. It's just the sensible play.
Yeah.
As much as Leroy Miscreant is right now better, but purely because of the hand.
You play it easy. You haven't seen any resistance. You just develop yourself. You set up a win for 2 turns. Get up some lackeys down. It makes all the sense.
I would probably, at this point, go Titanic on Ziliax? No. Actually, no.
Maybe you do to be sure no one gets through it.
Yeah, but it's Priest. There's no direct damage there.
No, it would be a Pyro turn. It has to be Pyro turn. But the spells aren't even there for it.
Yeah, so I don't think you're worried about your Ziliax dying. But generally speaking, if you played Lackey this turn, that would have been probably the one.
Just absolutely no power at all coming from Phoebe's deck here. That's very unfortunate. Very unfortunate drawing.
See, the worst part is
nothing to do.
Playing the Neverstead Ritualist would still be better than having played the Northshire Cleric.
I think now we might see damage. As a matter of fact, what do we have? We have like 8 on board.
We have lethal.
We have 10, 16, we have 20.
We have 12 on hand. We have 8 on board, you said, so it's 20.
Yeah.
That's
and the weapon on top of it.
You can...
I think you go.
Oh no, you can actually. Yeah.
He decided to play it very safe. He's setting it up for next turn. Okay. I would have probably played lackeys there. But the idea is that he's thinking the only thing that can prevent me from winning next turn is a Pyro turn. So I'm keeping my lackey.
Yeah, now it's Ritualist and Power Word just for the draw.
Yeah.
And that you don't want to have to do this ever, but oftentimes you just need to.
No, you don't. But what do? You just stop.
See, and that's why you would have want to have that Cleric. Yeah. Because at least you would have drawn 1 card off the circle. It's not a lot, but it's something.
And this is easy lethal now for Lemonade, so this is even Lifebreaker.
That doesn't actually make the lethal any easier.
No, and I would be surprised. I would be surprised if we saw Phoebe going back to the Priest right away. I mean, you gotta be sick of this deck right now. After seeing that, after seeing that game, you gotta be sick of it. So I think you definitely walk away from Priest for now, and you try on a different scale.
And Lemonade naturally has to switch decks.
You have a Murloc Paladin, you have a Quest Shaman. Lemonade obviously has to switch decks. I think you go away from the Priest for now over Phoebe. That makes sense to me.
If you're Phoebe, you now more predictably know what your opponent's playing. It's still 2 decks, but it's only 2 decks.
Yeah. A lot of strategy going into it.
You can play something that is good against optimally the best thing for both of them.
Correct. So Lemonade currently up 1-0 with a convincing win. A rogue over the Priest. That didn't see much resistance due to incredibly poor draw there. But we'll see what they decide on playing now. Lemonade also has a choice still. He can't access Highlander obviously. Maybe you'll see him play his Tolkien Druid. He has a Druid that he's bringing. It just did very well with aggro. So if he anticipates that, he disconnected. Okay, we'll have time. All right, we have Shaman on Shaman Violence, and that is something that we called out before the game is a possibility. The Shaman Mirror, and we're seeing it. We're getting quest on quest, and look at this starting hand. Look at this starting hand.
Oh, there's quest on the starting hand
for Lemonade there. That is crazy.
Not looking too bad either.
Not looking bad, but you can see her barista package there already. But those 2 adventurers are gonna be, they're gonna be something.
Now there's 2 things that are very much to be considered in mirror matches. One of which is
the differences in cards.
The other thing is just the Jesus Christ.
What? It's good. So good.
What?
We're all good.
No, we're not.
Oh.
We're 0 mana. We've got the card.
Oh yeah.
That's not good. That's exactly what happens.
Some technical difficulties. I'm gonna cut all that out.
As I said, it's a bit unstable if you're expecting 2 people sometimes.
They're all balling again. 41, dude. Alright, so after seeing some slight technical difficulties with the spectation, we are back and...
Blizzard, please fix the stability of double spectation.
Please do it. It's gonna kill the Trash Bowl in the future if you can't do this. Damn. But you saw Lemonade, well, you didn't see it because it happened off the screen, but he made the play that makes a lot of sense, which is box shaper. His questing explorer. So I tend to make that play. It's a good play. I like it. Generally in favor of it. Now you get to play more of them. Matter of fact, you can play 2 now right now if you want to.
Right now, this matchup comes down to 2 things. That is draws and difference in deck building for the most part.
Get your quest on. Who gets his quest on early neglects to go a second adventure for a totem, and that's a good totem. And you're asking someone to deal with this, right?
Yeah. Also, I like playing the totem on a board where there's nothing that can kill it directly, because as you said, that's asking a question like, how are you going to deal with it?
It's even better than Mana Tide Totem usually, so this is very good.
And now look at Phoebe's hand. She can't.
Can't kill a totem.
And in a quest shaman, lackeys are really good.
Lackeys are good. Easy quest. If you get the quest done soon, you're gonna be quickly out tempoing your opponent. Which is a key aspect of this. So she's just gonna put down a lackey and maybe her own totem. Looks like that's gonna be the case. So
yeah, but that totem is gonna die.
The totem is gonna die.
I mean, you still don't have a reason not to.
Picks another faceless lackey. But Lemonade has a lot of choices here. Just has to go the Explorer. He's gonna get his. I'm assuming he's gonna aim to get his quest on just this turn. So next turn he can start running away with it. And that's what he's.
I could have seen the argument for the Wasp, but once you have a 4/7 taunt, you really don't need it.
Yeah. You want to probably keep Rat or Slut. Yeah, I mean he's got to keep Rat or Slush Ripper to trigger twice. So that's what he's doing there. Plays Lackey, makes sense.
Yeah. Also,
need one more Battle Cry to complete the quest. So I guess it's Rat.
Here's the thing, right? Both decks obviously run MC Tech. It's a very good card in this archetype. So, by playing the Rat,
Phoebe now has a high roll.
You're almost playing around it a little bit.
But Phoebe now has the high roll of the 4/7.
Yeah, but had Lemonade not played the Rat, the chance of the 4/7 would have been 5% higher.
I think you take it though. I think you take it.
Yeah, I mean,
you also have the Sand Elemental now, but I think you take it.
You're also behind on board to such a point where you kind of have to almost. You can.
If you want to hero power, both. If you want to hero power, you do it. You can play both. If you want to hero power, you do it first because you get your quest done. But I think MC Tech will have to be a play.
What does hero power have to do with the quest?
Well, if you place MC Tech now, she can't hero power anymore because the quest changes.
Oh, right.
It doesn't matter, but she can. Oh wow, Pyro.
No spells.
No spells. No spells, but Wild Pyro is an interesting card. That's volatile. So are you trying? Is she actually trying to quest and double Sand Elemental? Because that also seems legitimate.
Yes, it does, but that gets the questing down to 5. You can't deal with it this turn.
You can't kill it this turn. That is correct.
Which means you can't kill the 2/1 either. It's a little awkward. I think I would have preferred the MC Tech play, but you are really hoping on that high roll.
I'm actually gonna start hitting into it. Okay.
Yeah, no, but again, it still doesn't quite.
Sense. But now you're gonna see Lemonade putting quite a bunch of pressure on. I think.
Yeah.
It's gonna get many lackeys in his hand. He might play Wasp and deal with this board.
I mean, that Titanic lackey is could single-handedly save one of the 2 people you have on the board. Didn't choose to do it, but the 4 health would have been.
But you're gonna see him pressing the button most every turn at this point.
Of course.
I think Forked Lightning is something you could try.
Lightning, if you want to control the board. Rockbiter if you want to deal damage.
Oh yeah, Farsight or Lava Burst are good options.
Yeah, you don't want Eureka.
You don't want Eureka, obviously, but he's gonna start playing the Wasp down. Put some damage. Yeah. I think that's sensible. Now, we just might see Life Trigger, the Life Trigger turn at this point.
Not this turn, because you want to hero power it.
You usually want to hero power it, so maybe you actually box shaper that lackey.
Yeah, I mean, 5/5 face lackey is not a bad card. You hit in the face first, of course.
You can't just play this turn. That's very unfortunate.
Yeah, but I think that's what we're seeing. Yeah,
but yeah, I mean, it makes sense, obviously.
And next turn you can hero power. Play the Faceless and Life Drinker.
Yeah. Now this matchup, the question on Mirror is a lot more about board control than people would necessarily think. As Lemonade picks up another weaponized Wasp, and that's huge.
That is huge.
And now he's gonna get himself some lackeys in the house, and that's solid.
I think it's Faceless.
It's
because you want to establish board, and you really can't play Ethereal because you don't have that much hand space. You go face with a Wasp, you trade the other Wasp, and then you play Faceless.
You could play Ethereal, but I think Faceless I like. You've seen one Sand Elemental, I think you do.
His hand is so full. I think if he plays Ethereal, he overdraws, doesn't he?
He can mutate.
Yeah, that's true.
That's sort of his choice. I don't know, he doesn't play anything. Okay.
That also works.
Yeah, it's fine.
I would have probably still played Faceless for the board control, but you are anticipating stuff like Sandstorm Elemental, although you've seen one already. But you are anticipating MC Tech as well, which that would have definitely punished. So it does make sense to stay.
He plays around stuff. It makes sense. It's cool. Faceless lackey there.
And
the Savage Striker
can't really play around
MC Tech that well. No, you have to reclaim. you play around double MC tech at least, which is okay, but you're still gonna see it here. So I'll see it from Lemonade. Gonna take the second best.
Yeah.
Gonna take a life drinker.
That's pretty much the middle of the road outcome here. We're seeing Farsight.
Novice Engineer, which probably will just be cycled.
He might trade down.
He might actually start playing around the MC tech.
I thought he might, but then he would have traded into the 5/5.
So now you play if you open yourself up to MC tech, now you play Lackey also. You play some small thing.
Well, if you play Lackey, you're opening yourself up to double MC tech though.
Ooh, that's big.
To hero power MC tech. That is very sizable, yes.
So that's a good mutate.
Yeah, now the question is, I guess you play the MC tech.
Yeah, you play.
The worst thing you're getting is a Slurper, which is not that bad.
I think you do that.
If you get the Wasp, it's a good mutate target.
And get 6/6, you high rolled big time.
Yeah.
You can also slot Slurper the MC tech, not slot Slurper, box shaper the MC tech back to your hand for more MC tech.
Yeah, or the slot Slurper if you get it. So I think no matter what you get, there is some use for it.
Yeah.
Unless you're playing another. Oh,
I imagine. Imagine it's going to just be box shaper.
Yeah, the box shaper, the box slosher is what it's called.
Yeah.
Box slosher, the MC tech. Yeah. Just for style points, the opposing MC tech. Yeah. And you know what? How about the place? How do you feel about the place?
I'm not sure about the place. Look at hand size. I'm not sure about the place. I find this slightly questionable because you might just die in some circumstances here.
That's true. Yeah.
Flesh Shaper is large.
Especially with the unknown spells on hand.
He's going to snap play that, I think. So Flesh Shaper is definitely huge. Now, if you...
Well, the question is, do you play Novice Engineer first?
Yeah, play on Engineer first, so it's free. I think he could have cycled there, so he might have gotten a bit too trigger happy there. But that's a really good play. Mutate. Picks up Geppetto, which is kind of low rolling there.
It's still significantly better than a 3/4.
It is.
It's still one of the better possible outcomes for Mutate in general.
Gonna play full board control. I like this approach. I really like this approach from Lemonade there. He's playing this very well.
Place a Novice Engineer, so that was definitely a misplay not doing that earlier.
Yeah.
But a misplay that costs you 1 mana. When you're ahead, losing 1 mana...
Does not go with former champ there because he knows that MC Tech is on hand for Phoebe. Very smart. I like this approach. I really like this approach by Lemonade there.
I think you might have wanted to actually play Novice Engineer.
It's going to be Inventor coming down now?
Then the Rush, and then after that, you could have looked into trading something away, maybe. Although you couldn't really.
Oh, and that is a huge mutate.
Yes.
In the Walking Fountain. That is phenomenal.
See, that is what you want to see.
That is what you want.
Not only is it...
This resets the game.
A huge stat change, but it also is one of the better rolls
this
anyways at that mana point.
Can't go face it as Rush.
I'm not sure if I agree with the Geppetto. You might have wanted to just pick off the Novice Engineer. It stays alive.
But now Geppetto is going to kill himself on these...
yeah, Earthquake makes sense.
He's actually picking up Earthquake because that's the best way to deal with this, arguably, for him.
It's definitely the smoothest and easiest way.
And he still has a large card advantage, let's not forget, so... Yeah. He's going to go Totem and potentially 1 Lackey, not even that.
I would have probably played the Faceless there because you didn't hero power, so you're not actually running into MC Tech.
No.
And then, if your opponent plays a minion, you can just trade the small stuff off and still play minions. Mm-hmm. But then again, I also don't have that much experience with...
No, but that was... You're right. I think I agree with that. Now, that Barista Lynch is looking kind of stupid at this point. I believe it was in the starting hand. It was there very, very, very early.
The problem with Barista is it only really works when you're ahead.
That's the criticism you just hear a lot about a Barista in these types of decks. And people have liked it in the beginning, but it's grown less popular for that reason. It's known as a win more card, yeah.
Place MC Tech for the stats and knowing that she's not going to get huge value out of it anyways.
3 mana 7/7, very strong.
And Barista to get it back, yeah.
I think that's arguably about the best use you find right now.
Yeah,
because if you just can't get your rats, you can't get your
and you have 2 engineer. You have 2 MC Techs now.
So you're protecting yourself from those plays that Lemonade has been avoiding to make so far.
Yeah, you're basically telling Lemonade, you never can get more than 3 minions. Yeah. Or you'll be punished, yeah.
I'll take some. And that is the correct approach when you're behind on cards.
Yeah. And now Lemonade just says, well, fuck it, and just I'm gonna play a lot of small stuff.
Yeah, take them. Get the MC techs out there, and I
for Titanic Lackey, I think spread the love a little.
But I don't know. I like this. I think it's okay
because if you put it on anything else, you're kind of playing against the high roll.
Well, yeah, but you're also kind of playing into other stuff, right? Now it's more of a risk, high risk, high reward thing for Phoebe, and the chances are not very good.
I mean, you got hero power, MC tech, and you take 3 things. Yeah. That's like you're taking half the board.
I imagine at least one MC tech coming down.
You can take 4 things, right? Because
you can also take a Flash Shaper. Yeah, a player Flash Shaper.
Yeah.
And picks up another MC tech. There's 3 mind control techs right now in Phoebe's hand. Crazy.
Doesn't have the board space due to the engineer to really make full use of the other one, but
no. But now you actually just
you kill the evil totem.
Yeah, now you just control and you play it easy and basically we're going to see Lemonade make a very similar play, and it's all very unclear. And that's the best you can wish for right now for Phoebe, because you got off to a bad start in this one.
Lemonade might be just a little angry at that earthquake play earlier, because
I don't know. What other situation in
this right there, kind of.
No, this is not just MC tech. For all the small stuff, you have the sand elementals, you have your value trades, and you have MC tech. Yeah, play that well. Yeah. Pick up the 1/1. He knows he's going to get a good card at least. Got the 7/4. He's going to give taunt right away, and that's a big swing again. But now, right when we're going back and forth, you're seeing that.
Yeah. And
there's more MC techs to come.
You know there's an MC tech on your opponent's hand.
Yeah.
You know that for a fact because of the barista turn. Yeah. The other one, of course, you don't know, but you know it's in the deck.
But you don't leave 5. If you leave 5, you give her the best opportunity to... Yeah. So you play 7 now. You play another Lackey, I guess. Gets Rain of Toads for the value.
Haunting Vision's probably the
Vision's gonna be, When's Mutate, Lightning Bolt? All not very strong spells.
You could just take Mutate, and then if you want, you can Rockbiter.
You might. Or that. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, but you could have pretty much achieved the same thing with the Rockbiter, and you would have kept the Mutate for future uses. I think it would have been a slightly stronger choice, because you don't care about the 3 damage in your face that much. And you don't overload. I think this was slightly worse. But again, it's more of a...
Yeah, it's a matter of preference.
Personal choice than...
And we're going to see some minions being shuffled around again as another MC tech hitting the board.
Do you play the other one just hoping for the 25% there?
I don't think you do. I think you need to keep all the value that you have. No, we see Shudderwalk in her hand.
Yes.
And that might potentially be a game tipper if Lemonade were to ever...
Gets it.
If Lemonade were to ever run out of stuff. Which right now he's been managing his resources very well.
If Lemonade has been keeping count, he now knows there's no more empty techs.
That is correct.
Except for the big one.
Yeah.
But then I mean Shudderwalk.
Shudderwalk is a big everything. She's a big dude. We might see raining toads. We might see it raining some toads, man. The plagues have started. Oh, that's a sandstorm.
That doesn't do much.
It does something. It's not bad.
Yeah, but again, it's a little awkward because there's a lot of 3 health going around.
I definitely do like the play, and then you can trade lackeys, or use lackeys, set up lackey trades. I do like it though. You might play it in Rain of Toads.
I was about to say the nice thing is actually you can't.
You can't play it with hero power.
Yeah, exactly.
You could play it without.
Yeah, but it's also a little awkward.
But we'll see. Yeah, it seems like it's gonna hero powered out, and I'll probably just play a former champ and stack the board on his side again. You
do get to trade off 1 MC tech. You know that both box launchers and all MC techs are out.
He actually has some spots in his hand now, so he's getting the Lackey value out, which makes sense. Now you
can fill up the board again.
Patient Assassin. That's an underrated card in this matchup. It's pretty good now. He likes that. Don't hate it at all.
Titanic Lackey to make a big taunt. He still has box launchers in his deck, doesn't he?
He didn't have any yet, did he?
Because I would believe he runs them, so...
You might take Mutate there.
So you might have wanted to actually buff the Alchemist over the Sandstorm Elemental in case you want to bounce it. That's a very minor thing.
Maybe you want to bounce the Alchemist to put him on the Sandstorm Elemental.
Yeah, but the Sandstorm Elemental isn't going to live because it's
expanding brain or on something else, something bigger later. We'll see.
You know, Crazy Alchemist can win you matchups.
Yeah,
it's actually really good in Highlander Zoo Warlock.
Yeah.
That's a very popular choice in there, and it sounds dumb, but it actually works really well. Also, Lemonade constantly overloading.
Yeah. But he has plays, though. He just has Hero Power, Former Champ, lined up with
Mutate. I'm saying, though...
he has Drain of Toads. He has plays.
Because there is some plays that for which you would want the full mana comp.
Overloading is fine. So it's a very complicated match, obviously. And you can tell by it's been already going for a while. It's not easy. And this is only the second match in the second game of the match. Faces there a slight misplay because he could have summoned twice if you trade, but you decided not to trade. I think if you're Lemonade, now you trade a lot. You trade quite a lot and play your stuff, and then probably walk into Shutterwalk. So I would imagine we're gonna see Shutterwalk next turn because he's clearing up big time right now.
And especially if he establishes more, because then we're getting the MC text in there. And all of that good stuff.
Rain of Toads down.
Overloading one more every turn. He has to overload 4 next turn if he wants to keep the pattern going.
That's not gonna happen, I don't think.
No. There is no next turn.
Nope.
Actually, no.
How many life triggers do we see?
I think only one.
So you can't hear a part of the Shutterwalk either because you don't have coin?
Yeah.
There's one, I think there's one Kobold Lackey.
It could. I don't think this is gonna be the end, but... Oh yeah, I think one Wasp hit the 1/1 there. The Faceless.
Yeah. But yeah, Shutterwalk can be the whole difference, and that's some good summons. Barista obviously with the Valley.
The Barista is huge.
Barista's good with Shutterwalk, yeah. Because it sets itself up on the walk.
A lot of triggers that don't do anything. Oh, Slosher happened. That's what happened. Yeah. Slosher killing off your stuff.
Yeah, negative battle card. You don't want it.
I think there might be still some summons in there. No, there wasn't. Okay.
But you have a handful of value now. You have a handful of value that should win you the game.
Flesh Shaper, that's what it is. Flesh Shaper just comes down. Hits. What even are all the lackeys that are on here?
It's hard to see. I think if you play you play a goblin maybe to take out the guy. Give Shutterwalk Rush.
Right, there was a goblin. Yeah,
there was a goblin. So give Shutterwalk Rush. Or give a taunt. Or something else taunt.
Or give something else rush. I mean, anything really that has an attack this turn.
That was Life Drinker?
That's really big. Because
it's something, yeah. But you gotta deal with all this stuff. And
7 mana is not that much.
Especially the Shutterwalk, yeah.
I think you almost have to Hero Power, Life Drinker, Mutate just to stay alive. And if you get a taunt.
It's gonna end up with just Brewing.
I guess that gives you a lot of health. But let's just see, is it enough? Because you're facing 3, 4... You're facing at least 13.
You're facing a lot. That's correct. That's not much, and Phoebe's gonna have opportunities to find some lackeys.
You're facing 13 from board.
Goblin is 2 more.
I was about to say, and we know that Goblin is 2 more, and I think that might actually be it from hand damage directly. But there's also Sludge Slurper for more lackeys potentially.
Oh, you'll play Slurper here, yeah, for sure. You gotta make some space.
I was about to say, then you don't have board space anymore. But you can kill the 1/1 and still play other stuff. This is actually surprisingly complicated from Phoebe's standpoint because there might be a Discovery Lethal here.
But how far do you go to actually go for it? I think you might not. Yeah, that definitely makes sense. And just gonna play Witchy Lack, yeah. Right. I think you might have wanted to put that on Flesh Shaper maybe, but Apprentice is also not bad. Still has Mutate. And it ends up being Mistwraith. Sure. And now you go face. And what do? Shutterwalk is still in play. What do you do if you're Lemonade here? You might have to resign. This might be tied at 1.
It's not over yet.
Siamat picked up, but I think you kind of needed to Shutterwalk there, to be honest.
Yeah.
Might need your Shadow Walk. No.
And even then, there was only one life drinker in the Shadow Walk, so...
Now it's looking pretty rough. Siamat's not gonna really save you here.
Feral definitely saves you from 2 hits, but it doesn't save you that much.
Yeah.
Feral Spirit's life drinker effectively heals you 9. And I think it's... Well, with hero power, it's gonna be 12, and I think it's the best you can do.
He's gonna put some taunts. Is he gonna play Novice Engineer? Probably not.
No, he's gonna do exactly what I said.
Yeah.
Because that's... I think that's the best you can do in this situation. And it still sucks.
The best you can reliably do, yeah.
I mean, yeah, Novice Engineer, what are you looking for? Your deck is very slim.
No, but you are still lost, though.
I think so.
Is he hovering over Siamat right now, or is our screen frozen?
He's hovering over Siamat.
Ah, thank you. We know Siamat, yeah. But yeah,
6,
you're at 10 health, right?
7, 9, 10. He is at...
Is it 10?
10
Yeah,
health,
so it's a win.
Yeah, just on board it's a win.
It's just a win, yeah. And I think Phoebe saw it, calculated it, weaponized Wasp. Why not? Yeah, with the quest, with hero power, obviously.
Wasn't necessary, but...
Kill him with the walk. Kill him with the walk. We're no longer friends if you don't kill him with the walk. Okay, that's also fine. But you have to hit the walk there. If whenever you get an opportunity to give the walk a kill, you give the walk a kill. That's how you do it. So Phoebe draws the game at 1. And that was a long match. Now, we know that Lemonade now still has access to his Shaman, and he might go back to it because that was a close game. Phoebe's going to have to go back to the Priest eventually, but also still has the Murloc Paladin, so we'll see how this goes. Currently, we're drawn at 1. So we'll be curious to see what deck they both decide to go with. So it seems like Lemonade's sticking. He's sticking with his Shaman because he thought he has good matchups with this deck. So clear to see that he's favoring it. And Phoebe going back to the Priest. Currently still neglecting to test out the Paladin. Gonna go back to the Priest and see how this ends up going. This looks like a better starting hand for Phoebe for sure.
Yeah, if you're the Priest, you have to go fast. If you can't win the game early, you're losing.
You might lose it, yeah.
It's very hard.
Quest is done and a lot of boards appear quickly with lackeys.
And taunts start showing up left, right, and center.
Yeah, so there's
You're getting board clears everywhere. I think it's just engineer.
He's gonna go with the engineer. Yeah. Do you mute it at this point? I think
maybe
you might.
It's gonna be a 3-drop. That's nice.
That's a good one.
Flesh eating ghoul.
It's not bad at all. So I like that. I like that early mutate there. I don't hate it because you've seen a good drop and then you play this. Looks nice. So I'm assuming it's going to be hero power and the sidekick there.
Makes sense.
Make a big minion.
That's what you're trying to do.
That's what you do. Now you don't want to be too trigger happy Phoebe with a med there. You don't want to just plop him down on 4, let him sit if you don't have follow up. I think you want to hold a med if your board is looking good.
Yeah. Also, the trade isn't the best.
I can see it though. Yeah, I can see it. But it's neither the best nor the worst choice of 2 choices.
Okay. I guess it is one of those 2, but...
No, it's not actually, because... Maybe it's not, because the third choice is not doing anything.
Not doing anything, yeah. Exactly.
Got it figured out. solving logic problems while still counting over Hearthstone gameplay. Amazing. Psychopomp is there now. Now a Met's looking kind of tempting. I kind of want to play a Met.
A Met and Circle, probably. Because you want to keep that 12-year alive. And 3 health...
Do you want 12-year alive?
I guess with the Met it doesn't matter as much.
No, I want it specifically dead so Psychopomp could bring it.
But it's buffed. It has 9 health.
Well, it's going to come back with 6
Oh,
and then 12.
yeah, that was, yeah. You wanted to Circle after the trade, of course.
That too.
But Phoebe saw that. She, right away, it wasn't...
Yeah, that also, oof, yeah. Small mental error there. But now you bring Psychopomp, and now all of a sudden you're building. You bring Psychopomp, you play Lightward, and you have big stuff on the board all of a sudden.
What are you getting from Psychopomp? Did anything die yet?
I think so, right?
I don't think so on that side.
I'm stuck, so nothing died? Maybe nothing did die.
But that's still a really good light board, and you can heal the 12-year probably.
Yeah, that's what you're gonna do.
And all of a sudden you have a 3/7 there that is gonna keep growing.
Yep.
And now from the shaman perspective...
Why make that hit, though? That was also not efficient. You should have hit that with something else. Yeah, you wasted 1 damage there. Small mistake again. But the board's looking good so far. An Earthquake?
Ooh, that MC Tech is...
That MC Tech's good? Yeah, that's really good MC Tech. And that Earthquake's going to be big, too. If you need it.
Oh.
Put Taunt on him? Yeah. It's looking good.
See, because if you're...
Well, I think if you MC Tech... By the way, if you MC Tech the Amet, I think you just win. I think it's just over.
Not necessarily.
It's damn near over, because you play Lackey with it.
Yeah, I know. The thing is... as the shaman, had you not gotten a Met or Light Ward, it's tough because you have to deal with both, and you really can't that well. Yep, you can't pyro through that Light Warden though.
No,
you can pyro through a lot.
You have to play something though. If nothing dies, Psycho Pump is not very good.
You know, I know. Right now, Psycho Pump is gonna get you a Psychic.
Yeah, and that's why I think you wanted that 12-year to die the turn you play a Met. I think you'd leave the 12-year alone. You let Lemonade kill it. If he wants to, I'll bring it back.
There was no hero power there. Why was there no hero power there?
I don't know.
There should have been hero power there.
Hero power definitely on the map. Maybe you didn't want to buff the Light Warden necessarily.
Oh, right.
Definitely an option. Siamat coming down, big impact. Wind Fury Rush is what it's going to be, and we're clearing this up. Yeah, Lemonade
stays alive too.
Yeah, Lemonade is bringing the Street Sweeper in right now because he's clearing this. He's clearing everything out.
Evolves maybe the same. I can see it, but I probably would just keep it.
Knowing the cards that Phoebe has, you keep the Siamat because he's doing 12.
Even not knowing it, what do you expect? Pyro 2 spells? That's very unlikely.
Yeah.
With 4 cards, that's not that likely.
Doesn't necessarily look like it, no.
And then the next worst thing she has is Silence.
Yeah, I think you want to keep the former champ to be mutated next.
And also Silence.
So that early push,
still lets him mutated.
That early push just thrown out by Siamat single-handedly. So that was
all of a sudden Lemonade has 15 damage on board.
Yeah, he's a complete control right now.
That's 2-turn lethal.
Psycho Pump rolling for a Met and gonna find Pyro, which is something, but no spells.
Yeah, like
no spells.
Phoebe is dead in 2 turns.
Yeah.
Not actually, because at least 3 turns probably because of playing defensively, but you have to find answers.
I mean, yeah, it's a very simple play now for Lemonade. I'm gonna play a former champ and evolve it or mutate it, and I'm just gonna be good. Maybe even questing explore.
And if not,
when I face,
then it's hero power. Yeah, that's. Now Phoebe has to find an answer.
Right now, I might also get quest done now because I can.
Yeah. When you play former champion, it is done.
I can right now play Rat and then play hero power and Alaki.
I don't agree with that
Katrina
that much.
Muerte.
But Katrina Muerte was a really good roll there.
That's a good roll.
I would have rather mutated the former champ though.
Yeah, but if he's not gonna play the former champ, then you don't.
He does. Though.
So then I would have also preferred that. Gotta be honest. I would have preferred mutating the champ. But still, this looks very winning. You know, I'm not saying I'm not saying cost him the game or anything. But I think it's still fun. There's a circle of healing. That's not gonna do it. That's not gonna do it for you.
I mean, Injure 12 year, circle of healing. You can now hero power your face again. You can definitely buy a turn. You can.
By the way, I'm personally not a fan of the one zombie tech in this deck. I know some people like it, and I've seen it, but I personally I've never gotten behind it much.
And this is I believe the second matchup that we've commented over that had it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen it do anything.
No.
Is the thing.
I don't think I've seen it played this tournament.
No, this tournament not.
Maybe have I ever seen it played?
That's the question, right?
Certainly never did myself, but people like it. Some people do.
I can see the upside, but...
There we go. This might be a tad bit too slow now.
I don't think it's worth it, to be honest.
Because you're dead. I mean, you are dead. So
I mean, generally the
one zombie. I'm generally not a fan of it either.
Why the Muerte? Why did you hit into the Muerte?
Because I suspect that she thinks Morty needs to die first. But you might have more immediate problems to that. Actually, Lemonade playing it very slowly. Which, he knows she has a handful of 1-drops. And the Morty's bringing something back, so clean up, leave no doubt, I guess. And gain some value with it, yeah. Yeah, 4 lackeys, 3 of which you can play even twice for the battle cry. And it's Bloodlust, easily. Should be Bloodlust. Pig's Earthquake, so very defensive. Very, very defensive.
See,
now Stormbringer.
Normally, I wouldn't even criticize it. But you already have an Earthquake on hand.
Yeah, I think the pick should have been Bloodlust there. Because then you have an answer for 2 possible situations you might be put in. Now you have 2 answers for the same situation that you might see yourself in next turn. And by the way, the Earthquake situation is very unlikely.
Yeah, I mean, you're ahead on the board.
Yeah, I think they should have been Bloodlust.
Yeah, I agree. Because that would be lethal next turn for sure.
But he's trusting in his ability to just produce the damage, which, by the way, that's gonna happen. He has it.
You know, again, that's what I'm saying. I don't disagree categorically. I just, given the hand and board situation, I don't think it's necessary.
I got you, friend.
Hero Power Face, Circle, maybe. Wait, Power Triggers first, right?
Pyro triggers first.
So you could clear all the 1/1s.
Yeah.
Is someone injured?
It might be a consideration. Now especially with the Northshire Cleric on board for drawing.
Yeah, well, you're gonna draw 1 card of that, right?
Topsy can kill the totem if you really want it gone, but I don't think you're gonna do that.
Yeah, probably not.
But you probably want to get some use of your Pyro right now.
Yeah, this is one of the better turns that Lemonade had to expect to even see from Phoebe this turn. So even now, Bloodlust just wins on the spot. Okay, actually that's a decent setup. Now Circle obviously is gonna draw an entire deck, and she's not playing Circle there.
Maybe because of the over. Actually, this would overdraw next turn, but that's such
do we have lethal even for Lemonade now, because that is 9 with the Kobold. That's another 4, and then the Wasp, right?
Yes, that is a missed lethal.
No, he still has it.
Oh, he still has it, right?
He still has it. I think he saw it just now. Yeah, I saw it just now. Wait, is he
actually
did he hit that was a win. That was just 10 damage. That was just 10 damage off of.
He might actually still be winning.
Is he gonna? Did he see something crazy?
Yeah, I think he's still winning.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's amazing. Wow. That's really cool. We were calling Misleaders. He saw an amazing combo. That was wonderful.
Because every trade you take brings you two closer. Yeah,
that was really cool. That's gonna be a candidate for play of the tournament, or at least of the round. That was really fun. I liked it. That was really cool. So he's going up 2-1, and critical situation there for Phoebe. What do? You haven't had success with your priest. Do you go back to the well? Do you bring something else?
And I've said it before, but when your opponent's at 2 wins, you know what they're playing next.
You bring the better matchup.
You can play around that.
Bring your matchup.
You have to play all your decks anyways, but at least you can try to grind out the wins first.
Correct. Lemonade will now have to play Token Druid.
Yes. And if you're Phoebe, you're thinking, what do I have that beats the Token Druid?
You have Paladin and Priest.
Alright, she won with a Shaman already, yeah.
Yeah, the Shaman's done. Shamans are done. You have Paladin and Priest.
I think you bring Paladin at this point. If only for the reason that you've been losing with Priest back to back to back to back, almost.
Lemonade's asking done, no, not done. You're up 2-1 now.
As I previously suggested,
Switch to Paladin.
Don't play the Priest right now.
Switch to Paladin. You can tell who's my World of Warcraft buddy by the fact that she's got Lady Leander as a Paladin hero, which you can only get by hitting level 20 in World of Warcraft.
Oh, right. That's how that works.
That doesn't help you. Doesn't help you with playing better right now and getting your cards. By the way, to me also, I don't even play Leander because I like Arthas better, and I have Arthas. I think it's more of an achievement, and I like him better.
Fair enough.
So that's a bit unfortunate there, but the prismatic lens is on hand, and we know that's important. You know that's very important for tipping the scales, which is one of the ways to win. Yes,
I definitely think that for Lemonade, the next play, unless you draw something, should be Power of the Wild, actually.
Now, I think you're Wrath.
Now it's Wrath.
I think it's Wrath.
Right. There's stuff happening. The problem is, you're actually, for once, against an aggro deck, not the Not the less explosive deck.
Yeah.
Not the more explosive deck. Normally, Token Druid can play control against aggro decks. You can do that.
You can.
Especially if you have the Wraths and the Swipes in there. But against
Swipe is going to be important to draw. So if you see a tip the scales coming down, Swipe is going to be big. Chef Nomi, you see on hand, that's some. I mean, Phoebe has some serious potential on this hand right now.
Yeah.
That's an explosion waiting to happen. That could be. This game could be over in 2 minutes. In 1 minute, actually.
Plays the removal.
He's going to just play the Beast. We know it's going to be Prismatic Lens. That's an easy play.
Yeah, I very much agree with that.
Find your tip the scales.
It is a turn where you don't do anything, but three mana tip. That's
tip the scales is in the house, and that's going to be Blade next turn. You're going to see that coming up. Microtech and maybe Power of the Wild. Sort of bracing himself for that.
Maybe even Dreamwave Guardians actually. I think Dreamwave Guardians probably gives you more good trades than Power of the Wild here.
Maybe because you can still Power of the Wild twice the turn after, and you have more. Yeah. Or targets.
I slightly disagree with this play, but at the end of the day, you're going to be overwhelmed either way.
Yeah, there's big stuff. So now you want Swipe, and then you don't get Swipe. So you're going to have to take trades and minimize damage. You're going to be using your Wrath.
This is the turn where you would have wanted to Power of the Wild.
War Leader dies. Mini War Leader also dies.
I was about to say,
Oracle out of here.
The three rightmost cards have to die.
They have to go.
All three of them.
Out of here, right now.
This is not the turn where you drew Guardians. No, it just isn't.
I'm not sure about this play. I'm not so sure about this play. Maybe you wanted to use a Wrath or Hero Power for one more removal there.
Also,
but all right.
I would have traded these two differently.
All right.
To get the health on the higher attack minion. Generally speaking, it's a very minor thing in this case, but.
I think he's sort of looking for like a counter punch here.
I was about to say, is Lemonade actually looking to win right now?
I mean, yes, Lemon is generally looking to win, but he's looking for a counter punch here. Is he looking to win it offensively is the thing. And if he does that, that's obviously ingenious. I think we're gonna see Phoebe just bringing Murlocs down. Just play it easy. I thought probably Tasty Fit and just go. But you might actually see her take some trades, in which case, yeah, and she's gonna take trades, and that's good for Lemonade. Because then the play you made was justified.
Ooh, there's a War Leader.
I see War Leader. That is damage.
Yeah, now you're going to face.
Now the damage has to go. Yeah, now the damage has to go face. Definitely good play.
And you're playing Mermy, I think. Just as a matter of fact, both of them.
Yeah, you do.
Just plop them down.
Yeah, drop.
Just be like, deal with this. I know you're killing my work. I was playing the second Mermy too.
There's always a point in moderation, JJ. Sometimes. But,
I mean, it has Reborn.
Yeah, it does.
Like, what do you expect? Double swipe?
Yeah, but now
you don't even have the mana for double swipe.
You Wrath the War Leader, I would imagine, and give boost your attack to be able to heal. Did not Wrath the War Leader?
Yeah.
Definitely saw some healing coming.
See, I see why you played it this way.
Yeah, it's sensible. Listen, you're talking to it. You have a higher buffing potential.
Yeah.
For sure, no doubt.
I mean,
we've seen both War Leaders gone.
The thing is, once those 4 Dryads are dead, you don't have any healing.
Okay, but now kill it, right? Like I've dealt with two back-to-back onslaughts right now.
That's true.
You don't really play Seer, you can't right now because it's 8 mana, but generally don't want it for that cost.
Yeah, no.
And it's still ways to go for Nomi. That second tip the scale is not nowhere in sight.
Yeah, I think you might be thinking about Toxin here actually, just to take out one of the 2/3s and then.
And then Lemonade's good. If that happens, like as soon as we see a reactive play here, then Lemonade's all good. That's a very tough decision. That's a sort of crossroads of destiny type of decision.
Yeah, like do you push it or don't? Wait, is it Leroy? Is there a lethal? Did I miss a lethal? No.
That's 12. Well, there's 12. It's not. There's no win. She's setting up 2 turns. She's not expecting him to win, but he's winning.
I never give the token druid a wider board. You just don't do that.
Wow, that was gutsy. That was gutsy, but It's gonna get punished big time because your Savage Roar. That's a major punish.
So we got 8, 11, 14, 18 on the board right now. Plus 3 times 6 is another 18. That is an easy lethal.
Yeah. If it wasn't, you still heal the full, but it is easy lethal. And wow. So what a way to deal with this Paladin. That was fantastic play. That was great A play from Lemonade in this game. In this entire match, by the way, he played incredibly well.
Attacking with a Whelp last, demonstrating that without it he couldn't have won.
True.
Maybe not the reason why I did it.
He just got right off the right. But what a game. I mean, what a game. What a match from Lemonade. That was incredible play. Super strong showing. Whomever is facing this guy next, man, you gotta warm up if he's coming in this type of form. But that was a very, very good play. We're gonna let the players know that was GG. Thank you everybody for participating. Obviously, Lemonade, you are moving on. Congratulations to the quarterfinals. Time to get in the lab and start prepping as soon as you know who your opponent's going to be, which you will over the next couple days as these games release. And to the viewers, thank you for watching. Thank you to Phoebe for participating. It was a good showing, but what a play! I mean, what a match from Lemonade. That was great. Really, really strong play there from him. So he some big shows, and he showed his calculation too. Like he showed his calculation skill. That was great.
Yeah.
So thank you everybody for watching. Drop a like on the video. Go join our Discord server. Link to that is in the description of this video, where you can meet all these people, all these competitors. Us, you can talk to us personally, and you can take your chances at playing some games yourself, and maybe join the Trash Bowl when it comes back, which hopefully will happen next expansion. But this one is still going on. We're still in the first round right now. And a lot of more quality Hearthstone to be played. So we're glad to have all these great players. Until next time, JJ.
That's it.
That's it.